Good afternoon, my name is Arturo Navarro and I'm here with Dr. Louie Cap. ¿Cómo está, señor?
Muy bien, gracias.
From PTR. So right now he's conducting a course from PTR for performance players, for coaches. And I wanted to ask him a few questions about what he thinks that the Indian players need more at this point, more help, because he's been coming to India how many years here?
More than 25 years.
More than 25 years. So what do you think of that?
Well, in terms of the coaches' education, that's really the key here. And I remember when the first time I was coming to India, there was a kind of idea where somebody had a few balls and they had a racket and they were rallying with their students, or they had a group, they put a one line, and there was the kind of coaching. Those days, it came a long way because the coaches started getting education, and with the education they start understanding how to do the teaching more efficiently. And again, it just takes obviously the knowledge, and that's the reason why I come here once a year, and I really feel that I see the difference in the coaches as far as the knowledge is concerned.
So going with that topic, what would be your top 3 tips for them to improve or to help the players?
Well, if I had the advice for the coaches is, first of all, try to get away from situation where you do one-on-one. Try to involve yourself with the efficient way of doing the groups, meaning who is doing teaching on a court. When you're feeding the ball, you are a glorified feeder. Who is teaching? You cannot teach. How you teach? You let people, you give it back, you get a help, you get some work to somebody on one side, and you can work with the person on the other side, and you can rotate, because that's the most efficient way of doing it. So, and that's a part where I think Indian tennis would really greatly benefit. The other thing is, I would try to make sure that as far as a little bit, try to stress a little bit more the strengthening, maybe physical fitness. Particularly India, there's a diet which is heavily based on oil, and it's for the body. It's a very easy way to just gain the weight or everything, and of course then that would produce a little bit the approach for the coaches to kind of help your students as far as the food, everything is concerned, and that would give them obviously return as far as the fitness is concerned. And the third thing, by the time I would maybe try to go, is I would try to encourage the coaches in India to be maybe involved, kind of go to the places where they have a good coaches, and I try to observe a little bit and try to see if we can learn some more from the peers, or basically maybe if you have access to the videos or everybody. But it's an education process. So some of the 3 things I would suggest.
So you mentioned during the workshop a mantra, right? Can you tell them?
Well, for the mantra, basically you are the coach, okay? Who you have in front of you? You have in front of you the student, all right? What do you like to do? Obviously, students like to get better. You like to get better for the students. My mantra, please, and that's why I try to get the coaches, is how can I get my students better, and how efficient can I do it, okay? And that's the reason why every day I try to think of maybe new ways or very efficient way I like to get my students better. Why? Who benefits? Obviously, my students benefits. How do I make the students better? I have to know the ways, so I have to get the education. Who benefits afterwards? The game of tennis, because the people see everything. They have friends, the students, they get involved, and they start liking the game. So it's a win-win situation. So my mantra, I would suggest for the coaches also here, every day try to see how can you make your students better and more efficient way.
That's a nice one. So I also learned from you that you've been running marathons for 45 years. So,
That's right,
or
Boston
you did
Marathon.
45 miles.
45, no. I ran more than 100, about 20 marathons altogether. And I make it every year by religiously running Boston Marathon, for which I qualify. And, you know, that's to me is a kind of part of the mental toughness, you know, because if you know what's happening in marathon in particular, you never know what weather you get, everything. It's not only physical fitness, but it's a lot of mental fitness you have to have. Of course, mental fitness is physical fitness is prerequisite for the mental fitness. But again, if you can do it once a year, in my opinion, that keeps you mentally very on the edge and really makes you kind of appreciate the thing. And when the thing gets a little bit rough in a life, everybody experiences that. You say, oh, that is nothing, because I know what the situation is look like. So I feel that it's not necessary that every tennis player or every coach has to be running marathon. For me, it just became as very much kind of a fun, and why it came about because I happen to be vegetarian and I'm plant-based, and you know, I really feel that I have energy. I can go long hours, I can travel, I can go through a lot of hours of work and everything. I always find a way that I'm at the end, I'm very, very full of energy. And I look at it this way, that my students, whether it's the first hour or last hour, it's the same show. Basically, I have to give it to them. And that's the way, it's my mantra, that's the way how I can do it every day, and hopefully, you know, I do it. I'm pushing almost 80, and hopefully I can do it for more.
So to end up this interview, can you speak great Spanish? Can you teach them a little bit? Poco español.
Poco español. Todos amigos, mucha suerte para tenis y buenas noches. Gracias.
Muchas gracias, Luis.
De nada, de nada, de nada, de nada.